Hello everyone, this is Usage Sake. I'm here with a new game, Root Letter. This is a visual novel by Kadokawa Games. This visual novel has a lot of choice in it. It's different than, say, a kinetic novel where there is no choice and you're basically just reading. That's why I thought it was okay to go ahead and play this for you, because your choices impact the game and you can get different endings. Let's hope for a good one, but we'll see what happens. This game came out in 2016. I'm playing the original PS4 release. I know there have been a few different releases, but this is the original one that came out. I got it when it came out, but didn't really play it very much. I only played through, I think, the first chapter, and I wanted to play it again, so that's why I'm playing it for you now. I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to go with the name that is automatically input, which is Takayuki. If I can help it, I like to play games with the original name, especially a narrative style game like this, so I think Takayuki is fitting. This story contains the names of real places, people, and groups, but their presentation in game is fictional. I'm in my room, sorting through things. I was getting ready to move to my new job after quitting a job at a design firm I'd had for 11 years. My place was having some renovations done, so I came back to clean up a bit. I should put this stuff away. I'm putting things away. We can check the area. So we can move the cursor using the left stick. When it turns red, press the confirm button to investigate. Okay. Likewise, move the right stick up and down to move in and out. Searching the area may lead to new discoveries and progress the story. Okay, so right out the gate, we have the ability to look around. I don't know if I can change the camera angle or anything. Let me see. I can zoom in and out, but I think it just kind of zooms in. It just makes the picture smaller. It doesn't really zoom in on the cursor or anything. But, okay. So I think the only thing we can click on is right here. So, oh, and that rumbles every time I click on it. That's a satisfying feeling. So, really shows you what to click on. What's this? There's a stack of letters. They say they're from Aya Fumino, Shimane Prefecture. Aya Fumino, how long has it been? 15 years ago, I put an ad in a magazine to find a pen pal. Aya Fumino saw it and sent me a letter. I think I have a picture of her somewhere. Found it! I look at her photo in the envelope. It's a photograph of Aya. She looked nice in her school uniform. Cramming for college entrance exams was insane, and her letters helped me get through it. A girl pen pal in an unknown city. Little by little, I fell for her. Except, when I was close to graduating from high school, I sent her my 10th letter, but I never heard back from her. It felt like she'd broken up with me. Huh? At the bottom of the pile, I found an unopened letter. There's an unopened letter. When was this sent? I look at the envelope, but there's no postmark. Wait, where's the postmark? I open the letter and read it. You can hear that Japanese voice acting in the background. I killed someone. I must atone for my sins. We won't speak again. Farewell. My hands are shaking. What is this? I pore over every detail of the letter. She definitely wrote this. Is this a response to the 10th letter I sent? But why isn't it postmarked? Even if I want to contact her, all I know is her address. I look at the address on the envelope. Shimane Prefecture. I acquired photo of Aya in uniform and acquired envelope without postmark. Cool. 2 new items. Important. How many years has it been since I last looked out at this city like this? In the bus on the way to the airport, I take the letter out and look it over again. When I was a senior in high school 15 years ago, I exchanged 10 letters with a pen pal named Aya Fumino. My memories of that time almost faded under the weight of the daily grind, but I'm remembering now. The final letter from Aya Fumino, the one without a postmark, said, I killed someone. Among other things, the disturbing letter made me want to find out the truth about her. I finished packing, and I'm ready to head to the airport. I look at the photograph of Aya Fumino in my hand, all so I can see her in person for the first time. On the way to the airport, I close my eyes, but sleep doesn't come. Okay, that was a very nice opening cinematic. We have chapter 1, the first letter. I hope we get more of that. That was a very nice anime-style cinematic. If there's a little bit of stuttering, that was on my end too. I don't know if that was intentional or what, but I had it too. So we're in an airplane now. We made it to the airport, we're on the airplane, we're headed out. I headed to Matsue to find Aya Fumino. Outside, clouds like cotton candy shimmer white in the sunlight. Ladies and gentlemen, this aircraft will begin its descent in 10 minutes. Please return to your seats. Our estimated arrival time at Izumo Airport is 1 p.m. It's 21 degrees centigrade, presumably, in Izumo, and a beautiful sunny day. I'm gonna guess that's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right. I have all the letters she sent me. I should reread them. I take a letter out from my bag and read it.
神の国として有名な島根ですが、気候や風土や人の気質も違います。そして出雲は縁結びの地でもあります。偉そうに書いていますが、実は私は中2の春に引っ越してきたんです。私には仲のいい7人のクラスメイトがいます。お坊ちゃん育ちのチビ、運動神経抜群の猿、正義感が強い男前のガリ、優しいデブ、おしゃべりなビッチ、学校一の秀才のメガネ、それにかけがえのない親友。彼らと出会えて本当に良かったと思っています。あなたには心を許せる友達はいますか？お返事待っています。ふみのあや。 PS、 休みは何をしていますか？
Okay, so you heard Aya reading that letter, and while she was speaking, if you could tell, 7 characters appeared on screen to the right. You can tell some of those obviously by the names, but I'll go ahead and read the letter. Nice to meet you. I'm Aya Fumino, a student at Shimane Prefecture Matsue High School. Shimane is famous as the land of gods, but there's lots of variation in the climate, natural features, and people's dispositions. It's always becoming a popular place to get married. I talk like I know a lot about it, but I actually only moved here during the spring of my second year of middle school. There are 7 classmates who I get along with really well. There's Shorty, who comes from a rich family. Monkey, who is naturally athletic. Snappy, who has a strong sense of justice. Fatty, who's very kind. Bitch, who's, let's say, talkative. And Four Eyes, who's the top student at our school. Finally, there's my irreplaceable best friend, Bestie. I'm really glad to have them in my life. Do you have any friends who you can trust? I'll be waiting for your reply. Aya Fumino. P.S. What do you do on your days off? Okay, so we can look at her letter. I don't think I can see the back. I don't see an option for that. That's fine. Let's continue, okay? What do you do on your days off? This is the first letter I ever got from her. She has great penmanship and perfect grammar. What did I write back to her? I think I said... Thank you for your letter. Shimane is becoming popular for marriage. How romantic. I guess you could say that I have friends. They're really just some guys I've known since elementary school. There's the quick-tempered, muscular George, the eccentric, argumentative Ranpa, and the comical Shofukute. Shofukute. You know, like that one comedian. Okay, I'll have to go back and read it. That's fine. On the letter screen, you can review your letters from Aya. Think of what Aya meant in her postscript. Think of the response in question, and figure out how she responded 15 years ago by putting together the first and second halves of the sentence. Okay, let's look at the whole letter so I can finish reading it. Okay. Thank you for your letter. Shimane is becoming popular for marriage? How romantic. I guess you could say that I have friends. They're really just some guys I've known since elementary school. There's the quick-tempered, muscular George, the eccentric, argumentative Ranpa. Did I say Ranpa, I think? Yes. And the comical Shofukute. 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 You know, like that one comedian. I have a nickname too, of course. Everyone calls me Max. Apparently that's because I'm always giving everything I've got. To me, things are boring if you don't give it your all. But whenever I talk about it, people say it's annoying. Seriously, I can't stand it. I'm sure there's no point in telling you about this, though, Aya. I guess getting serious so quickly is just me living up to my name. Anyway, nice to meet you. P.S. We can choose what to say here. So reading, walking around the shrine, and playing. So reading, on days off, I like to stay home and read. I'll read anything from romance to horror. On days off, I visit shrines. I'm interested in the history and folklore. On days off, I go out. I like to go to events. I like going to events. So, in her first letter, she mentioned the history of her town a little bit and how it's a popular place to get married. So I think I'm going to say walking around the shrine. So, boom. Also, I did already record this first episode and the sound was a little off. So I am re-recording the first like 30 minutes. And you can tell that I've already made a choice here. It kind of shows you what you've already done in the past, which is kind of nice if you want to go a different route in the future. So you can tell I already did this path, but I want to just go ahead and do it. I think this is the last choice I made when I did my first recording. So hopefully I don't have to re-record it, but here we go. Do you like folklore? So what we wrote back to her was, P.S. On days off, I visit shrines. I'm interested in the history and folklore. The other day, I visited a shrine and forgot to eat. Do you like legends, Aya? Yes, this was my reply. I said some childish things in those letters, which reminds me, I haven't seen my friends from back then in ages. Oh, we're almost there. Landing at the airport. I made it to the Izumo Airport. Its official name is Izumo in Musubi Airport. Izumo in Musubi Airport. It fits a romantic place like Izumo, I suppose, putting love knot in the name of the airport. So I guess in Musubi means love knot. And it is the place for marriage, according to folklore. This whole thing was really impulsive on my part, and I hadn't bothered reading up on Shimane before coming here. I wonder if I can buy a guidebook at the airport. Okay, so we can check the area. So, what do we have? Whoa, this is... wait, never mind. It's just an airport pamphlet. Okay, useless to us. What else can I do here? Looks like a boarding gate. Okay. So that's how we leave, but how do I get a guidebook? This must be a reference to some sort of legend. I'd like to know what this is. If you know in the comments what this is referencing, let me know. I'd like to know more. I'm sure this is something ingrained in every Japanese person's mind. They're like, oh, I know that story. That's an obvious reference. I found a guidebook. Okay, cool. Guidebook's at the bottom of the shelf, apparently. Acquired the guidebook. I got a guidebook. It's useful. It has maps and lists of famous sites and whatnot. Cool, let's check the guidebook. When you use the guidebook command, you can view descriptions of locations you visited. Also, the guidebook command can unlock map areas and serve as a source of information. There are all kinds of tourist attractions in Shimane. This looks good. No point in hanging around the airport. The address on the envelope is in Matsue City, so I'll start there. I'm minding my own business when Shimaneko appears. Whoa, that's the Shimaneko mascot character, Shimaneko. So you're Shimaneko? I'm Max. Nice to meet you. I'm not here for sightseeing, but I'll try if I have time. The scenery and people are magnificent? Cool, I'll check it out. Yeah, I know about Lake Shinji. There are monsters there too? This guidebook is useful? I noticed. By the way, I'm trying to get to Matsue. How do I get there? There's a bus that stops in front of the airport? Sounds good. What? The Ichibata Electric Railroad? From that famous movie is here too? I would love to ride that train. I'd be taking the long way, but that's what traveling is all about. Which one should I take? The bus to Izumo Grand Shrine? Got it. Thank you. See you around. Thank you, Shimaneko. Don't cry. Hey, where are you going in such a hurry? Shimaneko runs off as if fleeing from something. Did I say something wrong? Oh well. Once I was done with Shimaneko, I got on the bus to the Izumo Grand Shrine station. Cool. Well, we got to meet a fun mascot character. Cool. So this is Izumo Grand Shrine Station. Inside the station looks like a church, with a white wall stretching to the ceiling. The stained glass windows splatter the artwork in the center with colored lights. Okay, so from here, I take the Ichibata Electric Railroad to Matsue. Look at the guidebook. A domed station building built in 1930. The sunlight shines through the colorful stained glass. The Japanese-style building of the former Taishi station is nearby, designated an important cultural property of Japan. Well, if you want to visit this particular area of Japan, I feel like playing this game would be good. It said that it references real places, so I assume this is like an actual real place in the world. It's kind of cool. What do we got here? A ticket booth kind of thing? It's a ticket vending machine. I can buy tickets here. Cool. Useless, but fine. There's a stained glass up there. Okay, I don't think I can do anything else. I better get on now. I'm riding the train. I'm on the Ichibata train. Thank you for riding with us. This is a local train headed for Matsue Lake Shinji Onsen Station. The scenery outside the station is gorgeous. After a while, I see Lake Shinji. There's a fishing boat on the surface of the lake, making gentle ripples on the water. Weird how such a simple thing is so calming. It is nostalgia. Is it nostalgia or deja vu? Okay, let's look at the guidebook again. Runs between Izumo Grand Shrine Station, Dentetsu Uzumoshi Station, and Matsue Shinjiko Onsen Station in about an hour. So a train that runs between that station we were at, Grand Shrine Station, and then it goes to Dentetsu Izumoshi Station, and then to Matsue Shinjiko's Onsen Station. Okay, so it goes to 3 places. The pink Goen Dinsha Shimaneko Go also operates on this line, known as a moving matchmaking spot. That's the same name as that mascot we saw earlier. Cool. Okay. There's some kind of ad on the ceiling. We can look at Lake Shinji, or we can go further down the train. What do we want to do? See if there's anything further down the train. There aren't very many passengers, okay? I can see beautiful Lake Shinji from the window, okay? I look around and see an ad for an art museum. I stand to look at the Shimane Art Museum advertisement. They're having a special exhibition at the Shimane Art Museum. I read an advertisement. Unknown local Matsue artist exhibit. Huh? Interesting. Okay, reading that ad made the train move. Okay, cool. I get off the train. The Matsue Shinji Lake Onsen Station is the last stop on the Ichibata Electric Railroad. I should double check Aya's address. I take out the letter and check Aya Fumino's address. I should be able to find it with my phone's GPS. I turn on my cell phone. Okay, we have a smartphone now. Cool. Your phone's screen lets you use items, save, load, and change game options. The item list lets you see what items you have and descriptions of those items. You can also save the game, load save data, etc. The options menu lets you change the game's settings. What kind of options do we have? Text speed. I might bump that up a little bit. Man, you can make it go lightning fast. Let's just bump it up to 25. I'm not going to autoplay. Maybe we can acquire different voices later. Cool. What else do we have? Okay, we saw... Do they fill up in order? Dang, there's a ton of items. Cool. Alright, let's continue. I type her address into my smartphone, and the map on it shows me the results. It's a bit of a hike from here. I need the exercise, though, so I'll walk. No. Just saying move. When you pick change location, choosing the overall map will show the entire map. From the overall map, select the spot where you would like to go, then press the confirm button to move there. If you want to change your location within an area, you can select one from the displayed list. Okay, we only have overall map right now. It's fine. We can only go to the Fumino house. Going straight there. That's why we're here. I'm nervous. I'm in a residential area. I arrive at the address, but it's an empty lot with overgrown weeds. I check the map on my phone. Well, that's weird. According to the map, it should be right here, but it's just an empty lot full of weeds. I wonder if there's someone I can talk to. Let's look at the guidebook. I guess there's no listing. Well, this is strange. This is where Aya was, but it was 15 years ago. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. Spooky. Check. I can see another house nearby. It looks like a very common home. Hey, there's a mailman. I'll talk to him. I show the address on the letter to a passing mailman. Excuse me. Yes? When you use the ask command, you can pick something from the list to ask the person. Use the directional buttons to move through that list and the confirm button to make a selection. Pretty obvious. This place. Excuse me, is this... Wait, what was the address? Is something wrong? I'll show the mailman the address to see where to go. By selecting the command to use an item, you will show your item to the person with whom you are speaking. Only items that are in your possession can be shown. Selecting an item to show a character too soon will not help you make progress through an event. Choose which item you want to show to people according to the situation. Could show him the envelope, or we could just show him Aya. What does this do? Oh, okay. Nothing. I'm trying to get to this address. Is this the right place? Yeah, this is the right address. If that's the one you're looking for, then this should be it. I think there used to be a house here where the Fumino family lived in. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, but I haven't been in Matsue very long myself. I see. Oh wait, this area might be this might be the place where there used to be a Western-style house. I heard it burned down, though. Fire? There was a fire here? I think that it burned down, and some people died in the fire. When was that? More than a decade ago. 14 or 15 years, I think? 15 years ago. Could it be? Is she alive? I wonder if what she said in her letter has anything to do with this. Do you need anything else, sir? No, thank you. You are a big help. Okay, so 15 years ago, this house burned down right when I sent that letter. She could have killed someone. Lines up. It's not looking good. Well, great. I never even imagined her house might just be gone. Just then my stomach growls at me, and I remember how long I've been traveling. I'll think about this more on a full stomach. Wonder if there are any good restaurants near here. Maybe there's something in the guidebook. Can I still check? It's like other houses. There's a soba restaurant called Kamiyari within walking distance. I think I'll check it out. Let's get some soba. I'm at the Kamiyari soba restaurant. I'm in front of the Kamiyari Look at this place. I bet the food is great. Kamiyari. The spacious interior makes this soba restaurant feel like a local institution. When I take a seat, a young waiter brings a menu. Hey, welcome. Can I ask you a question? You must want to know my name. Call me Sanpei. Have a menu. I accept a menu from Sanpei. No, actually. You must want to know my recommendations. Everything here is delicious. Just call me when you're ready to order. Sanpei disappears into the back. Well, okay then. Not sure what a guy like that is doing in an old-school noodle joint. I look at the menu. If you've got a big appetite, try the Yamata no Orochi Soba. Yamato no Orochi Soba. Guess that's their specialty. Sanpei comes over. You've got good taste, but can you finish the entire thing? I've got a big stomach. Bring me a Yamato no Orochi Soba. Coming right up, one Yamato no Orochi. Sanpei goes back into the kitchen. While I'm waiting, I'm only getting hungrier. I can't wait to see what I'm actually getting. Modeled after Kamiya Soba in Okudanicho, Matsue City. Founded in Kamamochi in 1952, it was recognized in 1965 by then prefectural governor Chouemon Tanabe, and opened in Matsue the following year. At the time, it was called Kamiya Soba. The buckwheat is ground in stone mortars. They serve quality soba made with fresh flour and a broth made with local sake. We should know about sake on Usage Sake, am I right, Hill? Okay, what else can I do? Can I check? Okay, I can see what's on the table here. A beautiful desk. I'm looking around the restaurant when he sets the Yamato no Orochi Soba down in front of me. It's big, it has a little fish head on top. Look at all that fish. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole fish fillets on it. Ugh, that's too much food. I would throw up. What's this? There's so much. I'm looking around the restaurant when he sets the Yamato no Orochi soba down in front of me. It's named after the 8-headed serpent, and the Yamato no Orochi soba is a giant serving of cold soba with thick slices of eel on the side. Actually, it sounds really good. I love eel. This looks worthy of my stomach. I dig into the Yamato no Orochi soba. Whoa, this looks delicious. It's so good. The soba's consistency is perfect, and the eel is soft with a lot of fat. I'm so glad I was born in Japan. That sounds really good. I'm hungry now. If it's this good, I think I can eat the whole thing. I finished eating. Man, that was good. Wow, you finished in a jiffy. Nice going. Hearing this, the rough and tumble restaurant owner emerges from the kitchen. They totally look like workers. Someone finished the whole thing? Yep, this guy right here. You did good, kid. Let's answer him in max mode. Oh great, this is like a QuickTime thing. During important scenes, you will switch to max mode to convey your feelings to someone. The dialogue will change depending on the current state of the gauge. When you see the dialogue you wish to convey appear on the screen, press the confirm button. If the person with whom you're speaking did not like your answer, you'll be forced to go through the max mode once again. Once you succeed at max mode, the story will continue. So I get a ton of... screwed up. I can't move. Nothing more to say? Nothing more to say? He doesn't seem very pleased. I'll give him a better response. Okay. So at the very end. I'm stuffed. I'm a huge eater. You have no idea how much I can eat. I am a max big eater. Haha, he said max. Maxu. I'm always all in. I'm max. You're a funny guy. I'm the owner of this joint. Genkichi. Nice meeting ya. What a polite answer. I'd better give a polite response. The soba and the eel were both very delicious. You're not from around here, are you? I'm from Tokyo. You're a tourist? No, not exactly. I thought I could show him that. What's this? Huh, okay. I'm clearly supposed to talk to him. Let's ask. Yeah, let's ask about the fire. Actually, there's something I'd like to ask. Shoot! There's a big empty lot nearby. An empty lot. Okay, where is this now? There's a fire there 14 or 15 years ago. Must be the house that Professor Naoki Fumino used to live in. Oh, Fumino. That is, must be Aya's parent. There was a beautiful western house there, but the thing burned down to the ground at the end of the year 15 years ago. I think he had a daughter in high school at that time. A daughter? Didn't know about that one. Genkichi cocks his head to one side in confusion. 2 customers come into the restaurant. 2 twins, it seems like. I'd like some fish tempura and cold soba. And an eel rice bowl for me. Alrighty then. Mr. Genkichi, about Miss Fumino. I like you, kid. Just pay half price. Just half price? Thanks. Wait, no. I wanted to ask a bit more about the fire at the Fumino house. I don't know much about it. I see. Kid, while you're here in Matsue, you eat at my place. It's all about the sumo ashikoshi. It's all about the sumo ashikoshi. Sumo legs and hips? Alright. Must be what that means. Sumo ashikoshi. Kinkichi goes back into the kitchen. I guess I'll ask about the fire someplace else. Would you like to finish with some tea? Is there a library nearby? You can walk to the Matsue library from here. I researched the fire there, thank you. I didn't get tea. But I learned about the library, that's more important. There's no one to ask. I saw this already. Should I move? Hold on. There's a picture on the wall I want to look at. There's an oldish looking photo of a student here. Okay. It's a regular menu, everything looks delicious. The TV's on, but the show doesn't look that interesting. Okay. I think we're done here. Let's leave. Let's go check out the library. I came to the library to research the fire that happened 15 years ago. It's a modern building made of concrete. It sure is quiet. It's quiet in here. I wonder where the periodicals section is. I'll ask at the help desk. I go to the help desk. Excuse me, where is the periodicals section? That would be to the left, at the back of the library. Thank you. The librarian goes back to his duties. I guess I'll look for the newspapers. Can I talk to that guy again? If I need to know more about something at this facility, I should go to this information desk. Okay. Back at the left? You mean like back here? Are these all recent newspapers? The dates look pretty new. They have special editions lined up here. I wonder if the featured series changes every month. There are books of newspaper archives. Here we go. I look at an archive version of the newspaper from December 1999. On December 25th at 9 p.m., there was a fire at the home of Professor Naoki Fumino, 67, which burned the entire building to the ground. The body of Yoko Fumino, 62, was found in the remains of the house. The cause of the fire is under investigation. It wasn't Aya who died in the fire. Yoko Fumino, 62 years old. Her mother, maybe? So Naoki must be the father, then. But they're fairly old. Those are in their 60s. And she would have been like a 15-year-old girl. I don't know if I buy those dates, like that age. The mother would have been like 37. That's not impossible, but it's fairly old. Mother would have been 37 when she had her child. That seems fairly old, but maybe not. I found the basics of what happened in the fire. I think it's time to go to the hotel. I reserved a room at the Matsue Inn. Can I talk to this guy? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. I don't want to skip anything. A library in Matsue City's Cultural Center. It's a combined facility with Plover Hall, with materials for the general public and children on its shelves covering one floor. The Yakumo archive contains first edition books and compilations of research documents, and actively collects and preserves other valuable materials related to Lafcadio Hearn. Lafcadio Hearn. I wonder what that is. Okay, let's go. To the inn, I guess. I arrive at the inn. This must be Matsue Inn, where I made a reservation. It's an old, two-story wooden building. I picked this place because it was cheap, so I can't complain too much. The site said it has a large bath, and really, when it comes to inns, the room and service are more important than how it looks. Alright, here I go. I enter the inn. Excuse me. Looks elegant. A woman in a kimono comes out to welcome. You must be the one with a reservation. I'm the manager, Haruko Yamamoto. Nice to meet you. I'll have someone show you to your room now. Tomoko, we have a new guest. A young woman in a kimono enters. Hello, sir. Cute. Hello, sir. My name is Tomoko Sakata. Tomoko shows me to my room. This inn looks like it has some history. It's just old, don't worry, there aren't any ghosts or anything. Haruka was very prim and proper, but Tomoko seems like kind of a ditz. Your room is right back there. Tomoko shows me into the room. This room has a great view. You can see Lake Shinji right there. The big bath with water from the hot spring is on the first floor. I'm going to appreciate that. You're planning on staying 2 nights, right? That was the plan, but I may need to stay longer. How long? Getting right in my face, huh? I'm not sure yet. Well, most of our rooms are available, so feel free to extend your stay as long as you like. He actually really wants me to stay. Tomoko, are you from here? I'm from Iwami, actually. Why do you ask? Do you know anything about a college professor's house that burned down 15 years ago? That house might be... You know it? No, I don't know much about this area. Oh. Miss Yamamoto might know something, though. I'll go get her. Tomoko leaves and comes back with Haruka. Sir, are you looking for information on the fire that happened at the Fumino's house 15 years ago? Do you know anything? Mr. Fumino, a college professor, lived there. His wife died in that fire. We already know that. So it was the professor's wife that died. Maybe this is like 2 ways you can get the information. But I already knew this. And I think he had a daughter too. He had 1 daughter. I think her name was Aya. Ooh. There we go. Confirming that. Did she get caught in the fire too? Ooh, no, Aya died long before that. It must be 25 years ago now. Okay, so add another 10 years to that, then the mother would have been 27 when she had a baby. And that lines up better. So they actually thought about like the ages. Like 27 is a more reasonable age. Okay, interesting. So we were writing to a ghost. All right. No, I had died long before that. It must be 25 years now. Aya Fumino died? That's right. Why? I was pen pals with Aya Fumino 15 years ago. 15 years ago, but Aya passed away long before then. Haruka, are you sure you're remembering correctly? Mm-hmm. Aya died many years before the fire. There's no doubt in my mind. But how could that be? Tomoko looks like she wants to say something. Miss Yamamoto, have you heard what they say about that place? What do they say about it? They say the empty lot is haunted. And you believe that? But sir, you were pen pals with the girl that died, right? Now that you mention it, I understand, right. What does that mean? The ghost! Sir, your pen pal was a ghost! Oh, come on. Do you have a photo of her? Oh, no. I do. I show Haruka the photograph of Aya. Oh my, what a pretty girl. You must have fallen in love just like that. Oh dear, you're turning red. Was I right? More importantly, is this person in the photograph Aya Fumino? I'm sorry, I've never met her. What? But this uniform is for Matsue Oba High School. Right, she can tell the school by her uniform. She went to Matsue Oba High School. You know, my cousin went to school at Matsue Oba High School. She was the same age as Aya, too. She might know something. Should I ask her for you? Yes, please. Well, we've talked quite a bit, haven't we? We don't want to intrude. Please enjoy your stay here. Haruka and Tomoko leave the room. That was a long day. I think I'll take a bath. I'm in the bath, feeling the pleasant, prickly sensation of the hot water. It's not big enough to call it a large bath, maybe more of a small hot tub, but it's a nice one at least. A wrinkly old man suddenly joins me, the joys of public baths. That old man is suspicious. Ooh, this is the life. Or are you, Gramps? I'm not your grandpa. My name is Kogumo Izumi. Guess I'm stuck with this old weirdo for a little while. Traveling alone? Yeah, I guess so. You wash mine, I'll wash yours? What the fuck? No thanks. Not very friendly, are you? Anyone would say no to that. Ugh. When I was young, I used to travel all the time, chasing criminals all over the place. Right. Hey, Gramps, were you a detective or something? A detective? You don't think much of me, do you? That's a no. So that's a no. Were you a salesman then? Punk, do I look like a salesman to you? Well, yeah. Don't go blathering about it, but I was with the FBI. The FBI? Not so loud. You never know who could be listening, eh? Oh, come on. I was also with the CIA. Now I know you're lying. I like that background music. 100 cases. You never know who you'll meet. I'm stuck with this guy now. I guess this is part of traveling. Hope I didn't screw up by not showing him something. This day felt like a mystery novel. If what Haruka said is true, Aya Fumino died 25 years ago. And if that's the case, who is sending me letters? A ghost? No way. I'm tired. I think I'll sleep on it. Okay, that is going to do it for this episode. I went through the first day, so I think that's a good place to stop. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. Let me know what you think of this new series. I'm excited to play this game, or read it really. Let me know what you think. I've been Usage Sake, and thank you very much.